Well, hello everyone. Here I am. It is Wednesday. Can you believe it? Yes, Wednesday already. And today has been a great day for me, but I'll tell you why. Not for the reasons that you might think. It has nothing to do with school. Well, actually, yesterday and today, both days. On Monday, I had eye surgery. I know you can hardly tell, but I have forgotten what it is like to see well. And do you know that yesterday and today I had just been amazed? I can see every leaf, I can see the grass, I can see the colors, I can see everything that I forgot was there. It is so good to be able to see details. I am so happy. I just had to share that with you. And I know that has nothing to do with school, but let me tell you, I just kept my students today all day and like, oh goodness, I didn't realize that you have so many freckles. Oh, look at you. So I was really excited to be able to see so much. How are you? Have you had a good week? As you can tell, I have, right? So I went for surgery on Monday, and it's a very simple thing. And I was not in school yesterday because I thought I could do it, but actually it it was a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit, not a lot of pain, but it was just uncomfortable. So I was not in school yesterday and I came today. So I really had half a day in school all this week. But you've been in school all week. So I hope that you've been having a great week. I want to thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for being part of this community where we talk about our successes and the things that do not go so well. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate them. I really do. And it is encouraging, and I just really enjoy taking a few minutes every week to share with you and to have a conversation. So thank you for being part of this community. I've been trying to do parts of speech with my students, and what is an adjective and what is a verb and what is this, and these are things that they should know, and especially at this point by 5th grade, they should know it. But boy, are they having problems with adjectives and nouns. They just cannot understand what an adjective is. And so for a few days, I was doing the same activity. Well, you're going to read a book, you're going to identify the nouns, and you are going to identify the adjectives that go with that noun. Well, they were not being very successful. And I just kept pressing on. They should know this, they should know it, and they should have the right answers. Until finally, it just dawned on me that a lot of them are not finding those pairs of nouns and adjectives because they just don't know what a noun and an adjective are. They need more specific explanations and another way of doing that so that they can understand it. So I talked to Mrs. Campbell today, the resident teacher in my classroom, and we came up with a plan. So we gave them a list of adjectives, we gave them a list of nouns. They had to pair the nouns with the adjectives, which ones matched well, and then they had to create a sentence. Well, do you know that today they were much, much more successful? With just a little bit of guidance, they could do that. So tomorrow we're going to come up with a different activity for them to do that, or to do it again in a different way, so that the ones that could not understand it today will understand it tomorrow, and then maybe a third time, and finally we will have them identify nouns and adjectives in a book. So the point is, and this is for me, obviously, because I was not doing this. The point is that when students are not completing work, many times it's not because they are being lazy or they just don't want to do it. Many times it's because they just really do not understand what they are supposed to do. So as teachers, we need to find ways, different ways to teach the same concept, the same skill, the same standard, but in different ways so that students can understand it. And then we can get them to the final goal. And sometimes it might have to be 2 or 3 different ways. So we cannot continue doing the same thing, right? The same thing and the same thing, and expect that they're just all of a sudden going to come up with it just because they practice, because they haven't been practicing really. They've just been doing or trying to do stuff that they don't really understand. So I don't know if I have like a title for this conversation, but the point is that if students are not doing something, let's not assume that they're being lazy or that they just don't want to do the work. Let's find out what's going on. Let's really check if they're understanding that concept, and let's find different ways to explain and to have them practice so that one of those ways they will understand. So a group will understand in this way, and another group will understand that way, and another group will understand this way. And then we can get them all to the final goal, which for us was for them to be able to identify pairs of nouns and adjectives in a book. So for me, the lesson this week has been, don't just assume that my students don't want to do the work. Don't just assume it. And the other lesson has been, find different ways to teach the same skills, the same strategies, and the same standards. Different ways. And the more ways, the more paths that students will have. I hope that you can be successful in your classroom, and as we prepare for state testing, that we do not burden the students too much. We want to practice, we want to make sure that they do well, but at the same time we want them to not get so burdened with the whole thing that they'll freak out. And I hope that you don't freak out either, and I hope I don't freak out, and I hope that we can have a wonderful rest of the week. Remember to recommend the videos. Remember to like the videos. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, any comments, please either email or leave them under the comments or the Facebook page or Twitter or Instagram. Many ways to communicate. And I want to tell you, I'm already planning my summer vacation, and this is going to be a good one. We're going to go to different countries, and I cannot wait to share our plans with you. We are so excited. It's a group of 10. It has kept growing and growing and growing. So, have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.